Now then, how we all doing? Well, yeah, broken Discovery, but obviously, as you can see, it's fixed. So what's that all about? Well, basically, as you know, I've been busy on the old JCB, and so I've been on that, you know, a fair bit, tramping around Europe, it seems. And I've been using our other vehicles as well on site and whatever. So I hadn't used this for maybe a week. So the other day I thought, you know, I had to go and get something. Obviously, take the Discovery, bit of comfort. Hopped in her as normal, and there's these button starts on these, so all the lights come on, lovely. Yep, not a problem. Pushed it, fired up straight away, not a problem. So, great. Put it into reverse, back out in the yard, and nothing. And I put my foot right down, and you know, sort of, you know, this is all happening sort of straight away. I'm like, hell's up, there's no throttle. And I looked, and there's a warning light on the triangle. Bloody hell's that? So it does happen occasionally that you can reset these just by stopping them and restarting. And I got my full RPM back. I thought, well, at least you know, it started to rev up. But then the thing came on saying restricted performance. Oh, bloody hell. And then the engine management light came on. Now, with these, restricted performance basically means they're still drivable, but it's almost like you've got no turbos. You've just got a naturally aspirated engine. Gutless, basically. But they will get you home, they will get you to the dealer or whatever, but you're limited to, like, you know, you have to coax it to get over 50 miles an hour, you know. There's no acceleration or anything, you just get up there and, you know, it's like having an old Land Rover engine, you know, basically. Anyway, so I thought, bloody hell, you know, what's this all about? But I could move it, so I thought, what I'll do, I'll ring the dealer. So I duly rang Duckworth Land Rover, who's my dealer, Land Rover dealer, and as ever, you know, put me straight through to service, fantastic, and they said, right, yep, not a problem. However, we are extremely busy at the moment. Not an issue about looking at your vehicle, it's just that in case they've got to keep it for a few days, it's a matter of getting, you know, them not having a hire car available, you know, a loan car, because they're always very good, always sort me one out. So I said, all right, well, you know, when can you see me, sort of thing, when you get it in? They said, well, we can see you, you know, straight away if you can get it here, or we can come and pick it up. But as I say, it's just having a vehicle available, because obviously they're busy with servicing and everything else, and it's getting another vehicle, you know, free. And said to me, have you tried Land Rover Assistance? Now, when you buy a Land Rover, new one, you get Land Rover Assistance, and I assumed that it just means it's breakdown cover. If you have a breakdown, they're going to call the AA or whoever, they'll come out, drag you in and get you home, and they will. Anyway, I called Land Rover Assistance, and basically they said, yeah, not a problem, sir. If it's urgent, now if I was stuck on the side of the road or whatever, they said, you know, we can get you the AA, because I've got the breakdown cover obviously with this. We can get you the AA, and they'll come out, and they'll, obviously they can do something, they will. If not, they'll recover you, get you home, get the vehicle to the dealer. Yeah, fair enough. And they can do that. You know, the time they gave me, the option was, you know, within an hour and a half. I mean, bloody good, you know, all things considered, if I was broke down somewhere. And I think also if you're like a female on your own, or you feel that you're threatened wherever you are, they'll even up the priority and get someone there as soon as possible. You know, absolutely fantastic. The other option they gave me, so we can have a Land Rover trained technician with you within the next, and I think that would have been within the next sort of 2 to 3 hours. And as this was stuck in the yard, you know, I was like, you know, that'll do me. So that's what I, chose. So that was all booked in. Jobs are good. So I thought, well, I'm gonna have a cup of tea and then I'll go out in the yard and do some bits and wait for him to come. I then got a call 10-15 minutes later. Our Land Rover technician has just had a cancellation. Do you want us to bump you up the line? He can be there within an hour. I said, yeah, and he was. He was there within an hour. Anyway, even text me, I'm quarter of an hour away, and just fantastic. Anyway, rolls up and gets his diagnostic kit out, plugs it in, and found out that I've got the MAF sensor. It's basically an airflow sensor. There's two of them. The second one, the B one, had gone, and he said that's what it seems to be. He'd got one on the van, and the people sort of say, "Ah, see, Land Rover breaking down." Well, Land Rover don't build the sensors. That's a Bosch unit, I think, which is used on multiple vehicles. Anyway, point being, he diagnosed it. He had one on the van. He fitted it, and like within, I don't know, half an hour, bang, done. She's up, running. Absolutely incredible. So those of you that are followers of Cotton Top, you'll know the trouble he had with his Dodge, his Ram, and the dealer and the manufacturer themselves. Just, and I know it was a bigger problem. He had transmission issues, but I'll tell you now, I don't care whether it's a MAF sensor or it's a transmission or an engine or anything. I know Land Rover will sort this, because I've had issues in the past with various Land Rovers. I said, they're a vehicle. I don't care what manufacturer it is, they're a vehicle. You get issues. The thing that matters, how do they sort them? And Land Rover have never let me down in that respect. So, like I say, that's what counts. If they'd have needed to take the vehicle, they'd have taken the vehicle, and they would have given me a loan car. That's Land Rover Assist. And then, as I said, I know for a fact if I'd have been in a pickle, the dealers always sort something out for me, because they're good like that. That's why I buy vehicles from them. So yeah, as I said, can't praise them enough. And that's the difference. As I said, you hear the horror stories that Tim's been having with his Dodge and the Ram, and then on the flip side, I can't praise Land Rover enough, and that's the sort of service I would expect. As I said, which is why I buy Land Rovers. So big thumbs up, Land Rover. There's been an issue, you've sorted it. And as I said, you'll hear on the internet about other people saying, oh, they wouldn't buy one because of this. I don't really care, because they're in my vehicle. This is my vehicle. I've had the problem. Land Rover always sorted it, and they did again yesterday. They came up trumps again yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. So, well done, Land Rover. Okay, this here is MAF sensor, mass airflow sensor. There's this unit here that had failed, and what they replaced. So there we are. Right, thank you all for watching. Look after yourselves. Mind how you go.